Yes, guys, what is up? Hope everybody is keeping well, and welcome back to the FPL Era YouTube channel. Hope everybody is keeping well on this Saturday morning. What time are we now? 7 minutes past 9. Just under 2 hours to go until the Gameweek 31 deadline. What have we got to discuss? Mainly Arsenal assets, yeah. Gabriel is out for the season. Do I go for Saliba? Probably should have went for him last night if I did want to go for him. But as you can see here, my defence is pretty solid for the week anyway. Suppose I'm content on rolling the transfer, I think. And then it's all to the fact whether or not we are going to get that Arsenal leak. And if Saka is going to start then as well. We've got Breen in the chat, William Doyle, CJ, Brundlefly, Rob. Hope you're all keeping well, lads. Great to see the members out in force then too. Do send in the questions as much as you can before the deadline. We'll try to keep you entertained for the next hour and 52 minutes or so. And yeah, let's get straight into it then. We're going to start off proceedings as normal. Let's take a look back to Gameweek 30, the Gameweek 30 wildcard. 54 points. Do you know what? It was an okay wildcard. We can't really give out, to be honest with you. The City lads coming up trumps anyway. Gvardiol, Savino and Marmouche coming away with, 24 points between the three City lads. So nothing too shabby on that at all. Unfortunately, we went Salah over Marmouche. Probably should have went Marmouche. Hindsight's a great thing. Salah was very quiet in that Everton and the Merseyside derby. Probably the most disappointing thing, even though Arsenal lost their clean sheet in the last minute, even though Gabriel is out for the season, it was the three Palace lads away to Southampton. Conceded early-ish in the game. Anyway, Munoz's clean sheet was wiped out. Sarr had a quiet game, and then Mateta subbed off just before the 60th minute. 58 minutes then as well. So I was relying heavily on those Crystal Palace lads. Didn't get much from that game at all. Yeah, fingers crossed they can do a bit better against Brighton today. I'm nearly sure, is it, or tomorrow? Brighton today at 3 o'clock. So I have at least two players involved in that game. I don't think I'm going to be playing Sarr this week. Sarr's on the bench. I think it's Jacob Murphy has to start away to Leicester on Monday night. Captaincy then as well. We'll get into the captaincy then later on. I was set on Isak this week until he's a slight doubt for that Monday game also. So he's worth starting. I don't think he's worth giving the armband off that. And fingers crossed he can be fit, or he'll be alright for Gameweek 32 for that. Triple captain potentially, whether we played bench boost in 32 or 33 or maybe even 35, 36, 37. Still not fully locked in on the bench boost yet. I'm probably eyeing up a triple captaincy on Saka in 33, to be honest with you, over Isak. Just the fact that Callum Wilson sniffing around that Newcastle squad now as well. It's probably going to have an effect on Isak's minutes over the double game week. But I'm happy enough to give him the captaincy this week if he is fit. Still not locked in on the triple captaincy. Still not locked in on the bench boost yet. Maybe Arsenal, to be honest with you, looking at those double game weeks in 33, Ipswich away and Crystal Palace at home. If you follow the page a while, after Captain Saka at home to Crystal Palace was it last year, the year before, for 2 goals and an assist haul. So we've a good relationship with Crystal Palace at home for Arsenal with Saka. So I'm probably leaning towards 33 for the triple captaincy, and maybe 34 definitely for the bench boost, or sorry, for the free hit. Especially that we've a lot of Arsenal Palace. Probably going to have a few Aston Villa lads then as well who are going to blank in that game too. So that's a kind of slight analysis on the chip strategy for now. But anyway, we Gameweek 31 to worry about. Keep the questions coming in with James then as well. Shane first there. What's your wild card if you had it today? Shane, it'll be very similar to this team here. I'd probably go Rashford over Savino maybe, or maybe even over Sarr, and you could maybe bench him at home to Nottingham Forest. But apart from the last week's wildcard is extremely similar to this week's wildcard. The double game weeks fell on how it was predicted anyway. Maybe I think with the 3 City you have to have 3 City. Savino's probably an outside pick then as well. I know he did well last week for the team. But Gvardiol, Marmouche have to be in the team. Triple Newcastle then as well, where you want to go double defence or double attack. I think you have to have Isak in there, even though he is a slight doubt, just to save your transfer next week if he is back and if he does play Monday night. It's going to be very similar anyway to this. Obviously, the main one is going to be Saliba over Gabriel. There's my bench there as well if you're looking there. Sarr, Konsa and Gabriel. Just go Sarr, Konsa and Saliba. and you're pretty much good to go then as well. Peter Sweeney does Saka start. We'll have to wait until closer to the deadline. If you don't have Saka in the team, I would wait until close to the deadline if we do get some Arsenal team news. Was very annoying after bringing him in on the wild card. Seeing him left on the bench, but he only needed 24 minutes last week, and thankfully he came away with that goal and 2 bonus points for an 8-point return, which is lovely. He outscored Palmer by 2 or 3 points, so I'll take that anyway. But I know there was a few people that got a few jammy Murphy subs and Rodgers subs with Foden left out of the team. To be honest with you, if I had enough money for Foden, probably would have went for him as well. Yeah. Right, just making sure the camera's all good here. We do have a new camera. I was messing around with it during the week. It looks to be like we're okay anyway. But if it is lagging a bit, do let us know in the comments. But I think we're all good to go. And if we could get the likes going on the stream then as well, how we fix now at the moment. We're on 2 likes on the stream with 30 people watching. Head on down there, give the stream a like if you wouldn't mind. And if you are watching and you're not subscribed, go down there, click subscribe when you're clicking like then as well. Let's try and get this stream pushed out to a few more people around the world. We've plenty of time before the deadline, 1 hour and 47 now. We've a busy weekend ahead then as well. Right after this, I will shoot with a League of Ireland team then as well. And also then on Sunday, I have to go to Athlone to do a shoot with a TikToker then as well. So fingers crossed, don't get injured today. And I'll be alright for the shoot then tomorrow. But plenty of football happening this weekend between watching it and playing it then too. Right then, Rob, what do you say? More than an aisle. It smells like green hours this early this morning. I can feel it in the air. Fingers crossed we do get some green hours this week. We're back on the green arrow haul after 4 red hours in a row. We're down to 99. We were down to 108k overall. We're up to 99k overall then too. CJ saying the camera is looking well. Love it. Thank you. Good to see that. James, right, what are you saying? Well, if I haven't used Wildcard, would you had 16 to 70 more points? Well, if I hadn't used Wildcard, would have had 16 to 70 more points then with the Wildcard, James. Who would you had? Maybe Mbeumo, Nori, the likes of them. That's a pity though. If I didn't Wildcard, let's see, I would have had the Wolves lad who got 8 points anyway. Agbadu, I think, in the fence. But apart from that, there wasn't much really going on at my team last week if I didn't wildcard. Vista got an assist, fair enough. Bowen did nothing. Clivert was out. Palmer got an assist. Robinson conceded. So it was the right decision for me to wildcard anyway. Looking at this team, it was only really Agbadu getting 8. Pickford lost his clean sheet anyway, so that was fine. Yeah, it was the right decision for me to wildcard. It would have been a -4 for Mateta and Marmouche, so all good there. I'm happy enough with the wild card. Hopefully it means we're going to get a few more green hours now. What is it? 31 to 38. Technically 8 game weeks to go until the end of the season. So yeah, let's see how we go. Right. What have we got here, James? I would have had Alanga, Mikalenkovic, Vissa, and Mbeumo pre-wild card. Yeah, Alanga got 11. That's very unlucky. Vissa and Mbeumo, fair enough. Yeah. The Brentford lads are ticking along nicely anyway. Yeah, 1 goal last week, the 2 of them getting the return then too. Alanga getting that goal against United and Mikalenkovic getting his clean sheet. Thanks to Morello. Clearance off the line. But that was unlucky. You would have thought United would have scored. But anyway. Hope the next few weeks the wild card will have paid off compared to your earlier team. But I know it's very annoying looking at that points you missed out on. But don't worry, James. Hopefully a green hour this week if you can. Henderson or Kepa for the goalkeeper this week. Henderson up against Brighton at home. Kepa away to West Ham. Maybe Kepa. We're gonna get this lad up on Twitter here. Rob, he's the clean sheet potential up for us here then as well. Projected clean sheet odds. We'll look at a few fixtures of target then as well. Projected goal scorers. I think the clean sheet odds should be the next one. Or do we? Oh, here we go. Yeah, sorry, it's back at this one. Right. So Kepa has a percentage of what for a chance of a clean sheet? 27% chance of a clean sheet, and then Henderson has where's Henderson? 25%. Much of a muchness between the two. They might get a few more save points from Henderson. Probably both will concede. Maybe go with Henderson, to be honest with you. I can see West Ham getting a goal at home. They were disappointing during the week then too. So maybe Henderson actually at home to Brighton. I've got Munoz as well, so maybe I should be telling you go with Munoz. So maybe go for that. Projected points scorers. FPL goal points 1.64 for Saka. But this is the second page, never mind that. So back to the first page, yeah. If Isak was fit, I was all set in captain and Isak up until he got the injury during the week. It's more the fact that it's Leicester then as well. If he has a slight doubt with a groin, he's fine to start in the team. Is he fine to captain? Probably not. Especially with Salah sniffing around there then as well. Salah was disappointing during the week. Fulham away is a difficult fixture for Liverpool. I can't see them scoring more than 3 goals anyway. Just have to hope for a penalty for Salah. But he was quiet during the week. Mikalenko kept him quiet. Robinson might do the same job then as well, but it's always the factor. If you're in doubt, just captain Salah. Yeah, Isak. If you want to go for differential, there's not much. There's slim pickings this week really on the captaincy then as well. I wouldn't captain Saka away to Everton, to be honest with you. Mateta at home to Brighton. He's probably going to get subbed off again early. Palmer away to Brentford. Maybe not. Probably wouldn't even, if I had a Spurs lad, I wouldn't even captain Spurs, a Spurs player. Marmouche away to Man United. It's probably one return max there then as well. It's a bad week for the captaincy. There's no standout captain. And then as I said, if in doubt, go for Salah. So that's why we've got the captaincy on Salah. David Giles, hope you're keeping well, man. Was thinking of swapping Gabriel for Saliba and keeping Wood till he's fit again. What do you reckon? How much money have you in the bank for a striker, David? If you were going for Saliba, probably would have done it last night. I've left Gabriel on the bench here. I'm happy enough just to roll the transfer and see how we line up next week. I'm probably going to be doing the Saliba move next week. I don't fancy an Arsenal clean sheet this morning. In the early kickoff, Everton away. If it even was at home, I probably wouldn't fancy a clean sheet in that game. But probably go for it. If you're looking at Saliba for the double game, go for it. He's already Gabriel. I think Gabriel fell in price last night. Saliba definitely rose in price. But what are you saying there? Keeping Wood till he's fit. How much have you in the bank, David, for a striker? Let us know. Probably wouldn't be going towards Mateta at the moment. Just because he's going to get subbed off again. Have him for the double game week, definitely. But I do think he'll get subbed off again this week. But let us know how much of you in the bank, David, and we'll see what you can get for a striker. James, what about Captain Bruno, who always shows up at Manchester derbies? I've been really looking at getting rid of him this week, to be honest with you. Just United are so bad at the moment. Fair enough, we're away to Forest during the week. And Forest are obviously flying this season, but You'd expect something from United anyway, at home anyway. Not for the captaincy, no. I wouldn't be going for Bruno this week. As I said, if in doubt, Salah captain. Leave it on the Egyptian king. I'd love to captain a Newcastle asset, but I won't be captaining Jacob Murphy. So with the fact that Isak is a doubt, it's just going to have to leave it on Salah then. Son is a good captain choice if you have him. If you are chasing, there's nothing wrong with captaining Son if you have to. He has the fixture anyway, so I would. You probably have to go for it anyway. There's no real captaincy shout anyway. If you have a Son in your team, you can't not captain him. I probably would captain him over Salah, to be honest with you, just for the fixture alone. I know Spurs are terrible. You'd expect a bounce back after the antics for Man during the week then too, or maybe not. Maybe Spurs' season is well and truly done. It probably was the last couple of weeks anyway, but with that fixture, no harm going for it if you are chasing. 7.9 in the bank if I take out Wood. Let's see who you can get. You can obviously get Mateta if you don't have him. Marmouche this week probably would go Marmouche over Mateta, David, if you don't have Marmouche already, just because Mateta is probably going to be subbed off early, as I was saying. But Marmouche can easily get something in Old Trafford then as well. United are terrible. I can say that even wearing a United top here. So maybe Marmouche if you haven't got him already. If you have him already, I'd be reluctant. Maybe I'll give Mateta another week, see how he gets on this week against Brighton. So maybe then do the defensive move then. I'll probably go for that. Rizwan, I've sent my team on Twitter, right? Let's get it up here then too. Anyone wants their teams rated on Twitter, head over to my Twitter at FPL Era and send in your team and we'll get it up here also, right? Rizwan, here we go. Let's get you up on screen. Wildcard is active. We've FTBL09 then as well. We'll get to you as well, mate. Good to see you on the stream then. Also, wildcard active Rizwan. Henderson at home to Brighton. Livramento, Saliba, Vardiol, Salah, Saka, Murphy, Sarr, Rashford, Marmouche, Isak. That's something I didn't think about then as well. Should I be Should I be starting Sarr over Mateta is a good shout actually as well, Rizwan. Just because I'm on about his minutes. As I said, I have Sarr on the bench. Oh, that's a good shout. Mateta is on penalties though, so maybe that probably favours starting Mateta over Sarr. But that's a good shout. I didn't actually think about that. Salah captain anyway, a very strong team there. Rashford then as well. Estepinian on the bench. Would you go for the likes of a Consa on the bench, Rizwan? I think for the double game week upcoming for Aston Villa, probably go for that. Raya then as well, nothing wrong with that. Would you start Raya over Henderson? Looking at the clean sheet odds we were chatting about earlier. Let's go back to this on screen for the clean sheet odds. Arsenal 40% chance of a clean sheet. Yeah, probably would start Raya anyway. Over Henderson. And I think you probably... Where has he gone here now, Rizwan? Where are you? Would you nearly go with Martinez and on the bench and then start Raya? And then you've got three Aston Villa lads as well. Konsa and Martinez on the bench. Probably would go for that if you are looking towards a bench boost later on the season then too. Good wildcard team then. I'd like to have Rashford in the team myself. But that's a good question mark. Whether or not we should be going Mateta on the bench and Sarr captain, so that's something I do need to think about. We're going to get David Giles, love the content, appreciate that man, fair play to you. Ryan Amara in the chat then as well, great to see you Ryan in the chat as always. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't liked the stream already, go down there please, give the stream a like. We're nearly on 10 likes. Let's try and get this stream pushed out to, we're on 11 likes, sorry, just give it a refresh there. Let's try and aim for about 15 likes in the next couple of minutes, try and get the stream pushed out a few more people around the world. Michael O'Connor in the chat then as well. Michael, hope you're keeping well. We'll get to your team, of course, 2 seconds now. I'm just going to get a poll going and see who everybody's captaining. Just because there's no standout captaincy pick this week. Game week 31 captaincy poll. Let's get this out there and see what the general consensus is in the chat. We're not captaining Sarah. I hit this autocorrect on the Mac. Salah. Who else are we going for? We'll throw in Saka. We'll throw in Isak. And we'll throw in Marmoush as well. It'll be sound. Right. Let's see what the story is with captaincy picks this week. Send the team on Discord, Michael. Let's get you up so see how we're looking. If you are just joining as well, Michael, as I was saying, still not locked in on a triple captaincy or bench boost yet. Probably favouring towards a Saka triple captain in retrospect for the fixtures next week with Isak and Callum Wilson sniffing around that Newcastle squad. So Isak's minutes could be affected during the double gaming. So that's why I probably prefer Saka. Obviously need to see how Arsenal get on during the Champions League also. All right, here's Michael's team here. Raya, Vardiol, Livramento, Munoz, Sarr, Savinho, Salah, Saka, Marmoush, Mateta. Isak captain for Michael then as well. Nothing wrong with captain and Isak. I would fear whether his minutes will be managed with the 2 games next week or the next week and a half, and the fact that it's Leicester. Probably will go play Murphy over Sarr. Michael, just going to mess you back here. Play Murphy over Sarr. Not sure if Isak's mins will be managed. I'd go Salah. Right, let us know if that's all right, Michael, then as well. I know yourself and William were asking about what's the plan. Yeah, probably going to be triple captain, 33 for Saka. As I said, let's see how they do get on in the Champions League. Ipswich and Crystal Palace in that double gaming for Arsenal, so that's why I'm probably leaning towards that. Bench boost is probably going to be, could be next week or it could be later on the season. Not fully locked in on the bench boost yet, but more than likely gonna free hit in 34 when the blank game week is then. And yeah, triple captain is leaning towards Saka in that double gaming for Arsenal then too. Ipswich away, Crystal Palace at home could easily do well in those fixtures. Story time with Dad. What about putting Konsa in, taking Mateta out? I'm kind of going by form. Nottingham Forest, I can see Forest getting one against them, so I'd leave off that. They're probably fortunate Aston Villa to get that clean sheet during the week. Obviously, was it Adinger or Minta had that goal ruled out. How many clean sheets have they in the last couple of games? Fair enough, 2 clean sheets in the last 2. True, but I can see Nottingham Forest getting a goal at Villa Park then, yeah. Bench boost 36. Let's see, maybe 36, Michael. Yeah, I'm not fully there on next week yet, but it's not a great fixture for Areola away to United at Old Trafford. Who else would I have on the bench? We'll say Murphy, Aston Villa. Let's get up Ben Crellin actually here on Twitter. Let's see how the doubles are going to fall. We obviously know 33 is locked in now. We obviously know 34 is going to be a blank gaming for the teams that double in 33. Let's see how what the projected doubles are in 30, 36 and 37. 36 Crystal Palace potentially against Tottenham and Wolves, Man City against Southampton and Bournemouth. That could easily be another triple captaincy shout for Marmoush, but I'm probably leaning towards getting it out of the way with Saka. And if City don't get to the FA Cup final, Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Man City. These obviously all depend on the FA Cup results anyway. But Man City, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace. We already have a lot of these teams anyway. West Ham then as well. Could potentially double as right if Forest get through. Looking at the projected odds, there's more chance of Man City and Bournemouth and Aston Villa and Crystal Palace double game week through that. It all depends on the FA Cup results, but probably leaning towards a triple captain in 33. So looking at that, just because if Nottingham Forest, I don't want to save the triple captain and then Nottingham Forest beat City at Wembley. Can't see them beating them, to be honest with you. But it's a risk trying to save the triple captaincy for that. As I wouldn't want a triple captain Mateta, wouldn't want a triple captain Son. Let's say if I did bring him in, Chris Wood definitely not. Leicester and West Ham. If they did get through, but I think they'd be more focused on the cup final. So, no, maybe Saka is going to be a lock in then. I think looking at those projected odds anyway. Mo, what to do with Foden? Benjamin start Digne Konya and try transfer him out next game week. If you have Foden, it's a weird one. Even the fact with De Bruyne said that he's going. The audio and video isn't syncing right. Abbas, appreciate that. I think I might have to take out the camera. So let me just see. Yeah, I think it's the camera, so apologies on that. Keep watching if you can, but I think it's a new camera that isn't syncing with the MacBook, which is annoying once again. But apologies if that is annoying. Morning from Toronto, Abbas. Great to see you joining in there then too. Mo, what we were saying there, if you have Foden in the team, I probably would keep him. Start him against United. Obviously, De Bruyne is leaving at the end of the season now. I'd start him. Just start him anyway. It's very weird that he didn't get any minutes at all during the week then too, but I think he will start against United. But if you have him, I think it's a stake. You just have to play him and hope he does start. Hawk 2, hey mate, need to bench one amongst Rodgers, Sarr and Mateta. Please help. Probably Sarr. I'm benching Sarr myself. I probably would leave him on the bench. As Rizwan is playing Sarr over Mateta, which did get me thinking on that then as well. Minutes wise, Sarr is a safer pick, but Mateta on penalties. He probably will get 60 to 70 minutes. So maybe I'm going to leave it on leave Mateta on the team there. That's what I was trying to say. Is it okay to leave Gabriel on the bench for now and just start Garrett Vardiol and Munoz, John? It is completely. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm saving the transfer this week. Could have went for Saliba, but I don't fancy Arsenal away to Everton to get a clean sheet there. Everton might get one. They were unlucky against Liverpool during the week. Beto should have had 2. He obviously did get 1 offside goal then as well. But he should have scored when he got through 1-on-1 and hit the post. Yeah, I'm going to probably go Saliba next week. I'm happy enough to just save the transfer. There could be any injuries or anything during the week then as well, or during the weekend's games, or even in the Champions League then as well, then too. So I'm happy enough to save the transfer, reassess the team during the week, and then can plan for the double game weeks then also. Jack in the chat then as well, the members are out in force this morning. Hope everybody is keeping well. Teams who make the cup final double in 36, Michael, yeah. So that's why I'm probably reluctant, or I'm hesitant to save the triple captaincy until then. And then, I'm probably going to go Saka in 33. It is fine to leave Gabriel on the bench. Son or Luis Diaz or Saka will transfer in for this game week only, which is the best option. If it's only for this game week, take a punt on Son. But if you're planning for long term, go with Saka. Son is a nice differential pick this week, but get Saka in. You'll want it for 33 anyway. Did you say Raya out for Martinez or Henderson out for Martinez? Can't remember. What did you say? FPL era. Henderson out for Martinez. Yeah, start Raya and then you'll have lads for the double game week then as well. That's if you are bench boosting in 33 though, Rizwan. That's why you want Martinez in the team. Have a similar team to yourself, only Sarah Rodgers over Murphy and Savino. Rodgers did well for you during the week then as well. We're happy enough with that. So Rodgers got 9 as well, or did he get 11? I think he got 9. But good stuff there. Mo Bill in the chat then. Mo, hope we're keeping well. When is the best time to bench boost? In 32 or 33? All depends if you have your triple captain left, Mo. I favour Saka triple captain over Isaac next week. So that's why I'm leaning towards not bench boosting in 33. Could bench boost in 32. If it was bench boosting in 32, let's have a look at who I would be bench boosting of. I think it's Areola away to Liverpool, isn't it? Yeah, so that's not ideal there. Probably would be, who else have we on the bench? Konsa has a double game week, has he? Has he 2 there? No, he doesn't. So Konsa away to Southampton maybe is a decent shout for some points there as well. Would be, we'll say Savino. No, Savino's got a double game week then as well. We'll say for, oh, that's in 33. Probably Savino on the bench, Konsa and Saliba. I don't think I'm fixated on that. No, I won't. John left him on the bench instead of Semenyo and he got 11. Damn, that's unlucky. 50 in the chat then as well. Great to see you all this morning. If you haven't done so, please head on down there. Give the stream a like if you wouldn't mind doing that. And please, if you haven't done so already, head on down there. Click subscribe on the channel. We're 2 subs off hitting 7,450. We hit it on the last stream. But we just lost a couple during the week with no YouTube video. That's the crack with YouTube. If you don't post during the week, you lose your subscribers. So there's nothing wrong with that. I don't mind that, but I need to get back to the proper recording schedule during the week then as well. But if you haven't done so already, go down there, click subscribe on the channel. We're just 2 subs off hitting 7,450, and that'll be very much appreciated. Great to see 50 in the chat this morning then already. Hopefully we can double that before the end of the stream and get close to 100 watch live viewers. Irish Guy 1990, hope you're keeping well. You should have taken Poacher's Call a few weeks back, lad. What was the Poacher's Call, Irish Guy? Let us know. Anyway, Neco Williams or Vardy all for benching. Probably Neco Williams. I can see Villa getting one. Mo, let us know what your story is though. If you have your triple captaincy available, I probably would save it for 33. Sarah Clivert this week. Clivert's pretty much out for this weekend, so you're going to have to play Sarah. Would you take a 1 week punt on Son? I would transfer Palmer out. Maybe not. Palmer can easily do well this week then as well. Try and save your transfers where possible, Orlando. If you're captain and Son, maybe if you're trying to get points, make ground up. Nothing wrong with captain and Son if needs be, but I would try and save the transfers and then save them for later on in the season where you want them for your bench boosts, for your triple captains, for your building your team beforehand for the double game weeks, and then free hitting in 34. But yeah, I am going to Texas at the end of this month also for my brother's stag, which is game week 34. 34, yeah, the 26th of April, that weekend. Going to have to lock in a free hit team that week, so that's going to be fun trying to lock in a free hit abroad with different time zones, etc. Maybe after looking at a first glance at a free hit in 34, probably eyeing up that Wolves fixture at home to Leicester, getting at least one or two, maybe Nouri's going to come in that week then as well. Newcastle lads look good that week also. Captaincy pick, no real standout captaincy pick also in 34. Liverpool at home to Spurs, maybe Salah. Spurs are poor, so maybe Salah then as well. Yeah, that week then too. Going to be boring enough towards the end of the season. I'm 99k overall at the moment, as you can see on screen here. I need to get some differential picks or differential hauls over the next couple of weeks to try and get up the ranks also. I need a good free hit, need a good triple captain also. Yeah, oh sorry, referring to Stephen Poacher, Leitrim manager with the player shortages, of course, sorry. Should have taken Poacher's Call a few weeks back. I let it ring out, Irish Guy. Yeah, it was a bit of a shambles at the moment, but we won't get into GA. But sorry, yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's a bad state of affairs for Leitrim GA at the moment, but we won't get into GA. We're here to chat FPL, but yeah, sorry I didn't get what you meant the first time. Right then, 20 likes on stream then, great to see that also. I'm just going to see how bad the sync is out of thing. Yeah, it's about a second behind, so apologies about that. It's a new camera again. Logitech doesn't sync properly with MacBooks, so I'm going to have to bring this back. Curries, and get a new one then. Anyway, right, well, let's keep this going. As I said, apologies that it is a second or two out of sync. But don't mind that the audio is still good. John Hurley left him on the bench instead of Semenyo and he got 11. That was unlucky. Yeah. He's going well. He's taking along well this season. Start Vardiol or Wan-Bissaka. I still think Vardiol. If how do you pronounce his name? I'll try not make a fool of myself here. The City centre back Kushanov, is it? He should be back in the team this week, and that means Vardiol will move back to left back. Is that his name? Kushanov or Kashanov? Kushanov, yeah. Didn't do too bad, alright. I'd expect him to come back into the starting 11. And then Vardiol will push out the left back. So more chance of an attacking threat from Vardiol against United down the left side. But will they get a clean sheet? Maybe not, but United are bad at the moment. But at Old Trafford, we might get one at home. Is it good or bad to take a -4-1 transfer at Y-Bag? Obviously depends who you're taking in or taking out this week. Mo Villa, I DM at my team for both weeks with how many transfers, just to give you a better idea. Is this on Instagram, Mo? Sorry, my DMs are a shambles on Instagram, but let's get you up here if we can. Because I know your profile picture. What are we saying here, Mo? Right. What is the best time to bench boost? If you want to throw it in here, Mo, then as well. Let us know your transfers and we'll get you up then as well. If another Galway United player give us a message here. 2 free transfers. What will you do with this mess? Sells Virgil van Dijk, Murillo, Munoz, Mazraoui, Greaves. Has he played his wildcard? Oh yeah, he has. Mbeumo, Palmer, Bowen, Salah, Gordon, Welbeck, Isak, Beto. Jeez, that's tough. Who would you want this week? 8.8 in the bank. Would you be looking towards Livramento maybe? Murillo isn't too bad. Palmer. Saka starts. If Saka starts, maybe go with him. I don't know. Till closer to the deadline. Right, we'll get back to him in a bit then also. Did I say right out for Martinez or Henderson, Rizwan, if that's all right. Who the bench, Enzo or Gakpo this week? Hard to know with Gakpo. You nearly want to transfer him out. I'd expect him to go with the same front three. William, what's your thoughts on an outrageous Murphy captain call this week? It's not fully outrageous. It's that game is there to be attacked then as well. The only slight thing, and then as well, yeah, as I did see this during the week then as well, 65 minutes subbed off against Brentford, which wasn't ideal. Would you captain him? If Isak was fit, I'd be captaining Isak, so it's nothing outrageous about captaining Murphy. It is a Monday night fixture. I do expect Isak to be back. He's got an extra day to recover then as well, but it's more the fact he is an injury doubt. That's why I wouldn't give him the armband this week. But who's the other options? How's Salah there? 55% on Salah. How are we looking there on the captaincy poll? 55% on Salah, 38% on Isak, which is surprising then as well, the fact he's injured. But if you are chasing, if you need a chance of a differential haul, I can probably see Salah only getting one. Fulham away is a difficult fixture. Nothing wrong with it, William, but I'd probably leave it on Salah. If in doubt, captain Salah. And I do think Newcastle will get a few goals in that game. It's just an uncertainty around Isak's minutes, and I can probably see if they are winning by 2, Murphy getting subbed off early like he did during the week then also. Henry, use my free hit. Don't know if my transfer plan is worthy. Use my oh yeah, okay, you didn't use it this week. That's all right. Isak to Wood done. Murphy to Bowen -4. Mateta to Evan Nielsen -4. Savina to Clivert -4. Saka to Palmer. Saliba to Gabriel -4. A lot of -4s coming, so that's a -12 over 3 weeks. Murphy to Bowen. Would have kept Murphy in the team. I'm assuming you brought in. Yeah, Wood to Isak, Bowen to Murphy for a -4, which is okay this week. Mateta to Evan Nielsen. Even Evan Nielsen to Mateta, I mean. Cliver to Savino for a -4. Not for that's a -16 over the next 4 weeks, Henry. I wouldn't do that. I know you're building for the double game weeks then as well, but there's a lot of hits going on there. Probably would have kept one this week and kept the 4 points, and then next week did the Murphy move. Cliver to Savinho next week. It gives us an extra week to see the City lineup, which is fair. I went early on Savinho just because of that Leicester game. I wanted to try and tack that fixture, and thankfully he did come away with 9 points. Could have got a goal as well, unfortunately. But I was just happy to see him get the 3 bonus points. Also, the chances are fine, Henry, over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, building for the double game weeks, getting Saliba, Saka, Savinho, Mateta, Murphy. I suppose with no wild card, it's fine. But I'm not mad on the minus 16 over the next 3 or 4 weeks. You have a lot of points to get back on there. But anyway, it's I suppose it has to be done to get them in for the double game week. Everybody loves a double game week, Henry. So I think it's fine, but it's just the minus 16 isn't ideal. Chewy, how's it going, mate? Would you sell Pickford to Raya if wildcarding in 34? Wouldn't bother with the transfer this. The double game week next week, 33. If that's your only transfer concern, Chewy, I'd probably would go for it, yeah. You'll want it for the double game week next week, or in 33. Who have Arsenal next week? Would we be seeing a clean sheet for them? Brentford at home, maybe. The fact it's at home, I know they didn't keep it away from home during the year, but maybe it might be all right. Go for it. If you've no other transfer concerns, go for it. Right then, we're one subscriber off hitting 7,450. If you haven't done so already, if you wouldn't mind heading on down there, click and subscribe on the channel. We're on 22 likes on stream here also. Give the stream a like, and if you haven't subscribed, go down there, click subscribe on the channel then too. It'd be very much appreciated. Bench Sarr or Murphy this week. I'm currently benching Sarr, but as I said, maybe do I bench Mateta for Sarr? Could be a shout. Minutes wise, Sarr will play a lot more than Mateta this week, but Mateta might be alright. The fact he did play 60, 58 during the week, just easing him back into the starting 11. City next week, but it is a double game week anyway, so I'm going to leave Mateta in. He is on penalties anyway. -4 for Saba Slide of Sun, good for -4. Y bag, I probably would do that move for -4. Yeah, take the punt and go for that. Start Vardiol or Wan-Bissaka. Go for Vardiol this week. Bench 1 Sarr, Murphy, Bellegarde. Bench 1 Bellegarde. I'd go for that. Who are Wolves playing anyway? Ipswich. How did he get on during the week? Did he get anything? 4-point line. Did he get something? No, 3 points. Probably would still bench Bellegarde, yeah. Play Sarr and Murphy. Michael O'Connor for ours fixture and 36, maybe bench boost. How are they looking if they do? If they do have only one fixture, let's get this up again on screen here then. 2. Forest, where are you? Brighton and Crystal Palace. If they do get by City, which is a big if, yeah, could be on with that then as well. You'll want to be stocking up on at least one Forest defender anyway. Right, they need to help some lad in the Patreon with his wildcard here, so let's chat about it on screen there also. How are we looking? Where is he gone? Pope, Saliba, Munoz, Vardiol, Robinson, Keane, Gordon, Saka, Salah, Sarr, Rogers, Marmoush, Isaac, Mateta. He's got no money for a bench boost. No bench boost there. Have you played? Downgrade. Gordon. 2 Murphy. 2, yeah, money. Right. Let's see if he's alright with that. Orlando, I'm wildcarding in Gaming 32, so I want to make use of this free transfer. Should I do Pedro Neto to Murphy or Caldwell to Livramento this week? Always go with the attackers. Can see Newcastle getting a clean sheet, but I can also see them getting a few goals. No goals for Leicester in their last 8 games. Am I right in saying that? Or last 8 home games? Might be the last 8 games. Something amiss with Rude's men there, but I think it's no goals in the last 8. Let me see on this anyway, or maybe it's the last. Yeah, Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No goals in their last 9 out of 10 games. Am I right in saying that? So you'd surely expect a clean sheet for Newcastle this week. Livermento, if you get a cheeky little attack in return, be nothing wrong with that then also. But I would do Pedro Neto to Murphy this week. Orlando, always go with the attacker. Kilcheck, I'm chasing table bonus, which is a recommendation. West Ham, Brentford, Man United this week. And this is the manager, obviously. Wouldn't go Man United against City. Maybe a draw, but no, I wouldn't go for it. West Ham against Bournemouth. Maybe West Ham against Bournemouth. Go for that. If you are playing your assistant manager this week, then also Moody is asking there. Also, what team to go for assistant manager this week? I'd go Eddie Howe this week. You've got the Leicester game. Then you've got a double game in 32 against United and Crystal Palace. And then move it on to Arteta in 33 then if you can. So if you are going for Arteta, you have to make sure you do have an extra slot for your Arsenal player. So you can't have Raya and Saliba in defence if you have Saka. So if you are going assistant manager, Howe this week, 31, 32, double game week for Newcastle in 32, and then Arteta for the double game week in Arsenal for 33. You'd expect, 12, 13, 14 points each week from the double game weeks for Newcastle and Arsenal. So 26, could be looking at 30 plus points for your assistant manager with that route then also. So nothing wrong with that then as well. Mo Villa for 33 bench boost will be Raya, Kanade, Murphy, and another City defender. For 32, it will be Marmoush, Timber, and Aina. For bench boost 33 will be Raya, Kanade, Murphy, who have Newcastle in 33. Aston Villa away in 33. For 32, it will be Marmoush, Timber, and Aina. 32 next week. Arsenal and Brentford, don't they? Maybe 33 for the bench boost there. Mo, you've got Raya for the double game week. Murphy away to Villa is an okay fixture, and then Liverpool at home to Liverpool away to Leicester. Go with 33. That's only if you're not triple captain and Saka in 33. I would bench boost. I prefer it over 32 bench boost. 33. Go for that. What team to go for assistant managership? Yeah, Howe this week, and then Arteta for the double in 33. So Howe for 2 weeks, and then Arteta then. Damien Gunning in the chat. Damien, hope you're keeping well, man. Blake, are you transferring out Gabriel yet or holding? He's on the bench there. I'm happy enough to hold him in the team. Save the transfer. I'm not sorry. He's out for the season, so I'm not happy to hold him in the team. But I'm happy to save the transfer this week. Reassess what happens in the Champions League games during the week, and if there's anything else or any other injuries I need to sort out, the 2 free transfers will be sufficient. Dusty, would you play Kepa over Raya? Better fixture for Kepa? No, play Raya. Even start Sarr or Rodgers this week. Rodgers is the man in form, so maybe Rodgers, yeah. Thoughts on Asensio? He's flying. He's absolutely flying. I'm looking at him probably if I can get to him in the next couple of weeks. Well, let's get him up here. 11 points, a goal, assist, and 3 bonus points in 25 minutes against Brighton during the week. It's only about his minutes. It's like they're saving him for the Champions League. Mo Villa is an Aston Villa fan. Mo, what do you make of Asensio then as well as an FPL pick? It's just his minutes are slightly concerning. But he's causing damage when he does get on. I might go towards Rashford maybe in 33. Have I enough money to go to him though? We'll see. We'll see close to the time anyhow. But team is well set up for the next couple of weeks for the double game mix. But Asensio looks good. Maybe slightly leaning towards Rashford at the moment with Watkins. Question marks around Watkins' minutes as well. You'd expect Rashford to start up front and probably be on penalties this week against Nottingham Forest. So Rashford is a good pick if you do have him in the team this week. But for the double game week, let's just see how they get on against PSG. I think there'll be a lot of rotation. When's the Southampton game? 34 or 33 or 32. Yeah, so it's hard to see next week if you want to hop on an Aston Villa player. Let's see how the Champions League games go first. But yeah, nothing wrong with Asensio. He's going well. It's more the fact just his minutes. But he is getting the managed minutes. He's still coming on and doing well. I've just got 32 then and still have my triple captain left. Yeah, you can even then save it for later on in the season then more then as well. 35, 36, 37. Maybe 36 for a bench boost then as well. I probably would favour triple captain on Saka in 33 and then bench boost later on in the season then as well. Timber or Burn in first 11 this week. Darko, Burn. Just because it's Leicester. No goals in 9 games for them, which is shocking. So you'd surely expect Newcastle to get a clean sheet. Monday night though might affect it, but I don't think it will. Right, an hour and 9 minutes to go until the deadline. We're still just one subscriber off hitting 7,450. If you haven't done so already, go down there, please. Click subscribe on the channel. We've 36 watching at the moment. I hope you're all keeping well on this Saturday morning. Do keep asking the questions if you can. Then also, I think we have a few on the Patreon here to get through also. So let's shout them out on stream there as well. Also regarding the assistant manager, 31 or 32. Who to sell from Newcastle? This lad messaged me here. He's already got triple Newcastle. Sell who from Newcastle to get how, and who do you recommend to downgrade Gabriel with? How much do you need to get how? Avian asking there, start Sarah Rogers. Probably would start Rogers, as I was saying, with the man being in form over Sarr. Big question: is there any update on Isaac? I knew he started and good to go. I captain him. No major update yet. I think he'll be fine. Set my team on X. CR7 LN10. We'll get to that also. Sarah Murphy. Raya, Byrne, Vardiol, Munoz, Salah, Sabina, Murphy, Saka, Isaac, Mateta, Marmouche, Sarr, Saliba, Neca Williams on the bench. Good to go. Higgins there then as well. Wildcard. Any changes? Pope, Saliba, Munoz, Vardiol, Robinson. Same as well. Have you bench boost? Downgrade. Gordon to Murphy. And upgrade bench. Alright, good stuff. Scott there then. It's a good team over. I'm concerned now with no Newcastle attacker for Leicester and double Gameweek. My Gordon plan is scrapped due to Gabriel injury. Thinking of these transfers. Rodgers to Murphy. Gabriel to Saliba. Murphy to Rashford, Asensio. Do you think this is good? Gameweek 33 gives me 11 players with a double for bench boost. Let me know when you can win, as I'm out today, so I can't watch the deadline stream. That's alright. Newcastle for Leicester or the double game week. Thinking of these transfers. Rodgers to Murphy. Rodgers to Murphy. And play over Sarr. Right. That's everyone back to for now. Good stuff. Who to start? Which two to start? Gibbs White or Vissa? That's only two. Orlando. Who's the third option? Start the two of them if you can only start two. Start Timber and Munoz this week. Probably Munoz, more chance of an attack and return. Can probably see both concede, to be honest with you. Everton at home and Brighton away, but can probably see two of them starting, or it's two of them conceding. Set my team on X, no bother. William, by going heavy on Villa, Palace and City, who are you most afraid of affecting your rank? The Brentford lads always every week seem to affect me rank. Who else? Maybe the Villa lads then as well. Morgan Rogers. Let's have a look at who actually is an attack to my rank, or a threat to my rank as of now. But it's always the Brentford lads. This especially has been put me down in ranks then as well. This wants to load for us. But off the top of my head, who else is the threat then going through these games? Cliver, but he won't play, so that's fine. Palmer and the Palmer, Villa and the Brentford lads are all threats in my rank. Yeah, Cliver and Buemo. Kirkhead as well. Cliver is out, so that doesn't matter. Just looking at live FPL here, telling me who's the threats. Mikalenkovic, obviously always a Nottingham Forest defence. Then two. Bruno Fernandes maybe, but I can't see him going too mad against City this week. So yeah, it's always Vicen and Buemo. Palmer this week could be a hassle. Need Villa to score, but fingers crossed it's not Rodgers then as well to wipe out that Nottingham Forest clean sheet. Norrie got 8 points last week. He went up on the bonus then also. Jesus. Yeah, but that's who I'm most afraid of there. William, thanks for that question. I meant, which one should I start? Gibbs White or Vissa this week? Probably Vissa. Always start the lad against Chelsea. Chelsea are not fully there in defence then also. Brentford are going well. Gibbs White against an Aston Villa defence away from home, maybe not. But yeah, I'd go Vissa over Gibbs White. Is it worth to have Sales and Raya if you have a decent team value? Ashwin, nothing wrong with that. It's only who you're going to play each week. But if you are bench boosting, probably go Martinez. You can bench boost Martinez then too. Start Sarr or Rodgers. Go with the man in form. Go with Rodgers. I'm currently benching Sarr for Murphy in the team then also. Right then, how are we looking here? Just a little reminder then as well, if you haven't done so already, go down there, please give the stream a like. We're nearly on 30 likes, so if you haven't done so already, if you wouldn't mind going down there, clicking like, and we're one sub off hitting 7,450. So if you haven't done so already, please head on down there, click subscribe on the channel, and get us over the line then too. Right, let's keep this going. An hour and 2 minutes to go until the deadline. What's this message saying here then? Money for your bench boost. Money. Have you TC left? Bench boost. Yeah, bench boost is going to be 32 or 36. Someone was asking me there. FPL NX, yeah, what week am I bench boosting? 33 for triple captain. It's either going to be 32 or 36 for the bench boost. So we'll see how we do line up on that. Is it worth it to have Sells and Raya if you have decent team value? Ashwin was saying, yeah, probably go for Martinez over Sells and get your bench boost out of the way with the Villa lads doubling that week. That's what I probably would say. Coops in the chat then. Well, Coops, hope you're keeping well, man. Yeah, build a bench boost team. So, right, good stuff. What else have we? Yeah, I'm just not sure who. Every time I take out Foden, he holds. I don't want to do that to United. Yeah, very fair. Would you start Rodgers over Foden or Bruno Fernandes? I still would probably start him. Is Foden going to start? If you have Foden, do you keep him? Someone asking me here. It's tough. You'd expect Foden to start. All right. Share Trippier Poro for a 1 week punt or someone else. Is Trippier a slight injury doubt? What did Eddie Howe say on him? He's a slight doubt, isn't he? Yeah, maybe share so for a 1 week punt. Groin injury, yeah. Let me see what Howe said on him. CR7 L on 10 will get to your team in 2 minutes. Just bear with us, apologies. How? Let's just see what Howe said on Trippier here. 2 secs. United press conference, Fulham, Arsenal, Wolves, City, Spurs. Come on, Eddie Howe, where are you? What time are you at? We'll wait and see on Trippier. We'll see them for the first time today. We don't have any big injuries from Wednesday night, but we have a few niggles. Anthony Gordon is yet to train with the group. On that basis, I'll probably go share over Trippier just to be safe. Yeah, I'd go with that. What was the other one? Share Trippier or Poro. Leave off Poro. Southampton looked pretty decent during the week, so leave off that and then go share. Thanks whoever hit subscribe there then as well. We've just hit 7,450. Good to be back over the line on that then as well. Right, let's keep this going. An hour to go until the deadline. Is it worth to have? Yeah, we did that already. Morning, happy deadline day, Coops. Hope we're keeping well. I can see you. Right, let's go over to Twitter. I know we have a few teams en route on Twitter. Let's give this a little refresh. Coops there, Chewy. CR7L10, get it in on Twitter there. Actually can't see your name there, but let's see what's Chewy saying. First off, considering doing Pickford to Raya will wildcard in 34. Pickford, Saliba, Vardiol, Munoz, Palmer, Gordon, Sarr, Salah, Isaac, Marmoush, Mateta. That's a lovely non-wildcard team. It's great to see you be able to save the wildcard, Chewy. I know you're having a good season then as well. I'm fairly sure you are. Pickford to Raya, you're good to go. And maybe would you bring in Saka if he's starting this morning over Palmer? Maybe do the Raya transfer first and then see how you go. But yeah, good team there. Let's see if Saka is starting first. I think he will be. Morning Coops. Here's a team. Bit of a benching headache. Not sure whether to risk Foden as he seems a differential right now. Or to use a transfer to swap out Gabriel for Vardiol. Who to bench? Best differential captain. Best differential captain on that team. There'd be Murphy as a best differential captain. Probably would start Foden over Sarr just about. Would have getting benched fully for the Leicester game. You'd surely expect him to come into that United game on Sunday, and he loves playing against United as well. So maybe go with that. Salah vice captain, fair enough. If you're looking for an uber differential, I'd be saying Murphy captain. Maybe sub in Foden then as well for Sarr. And nice team otherwise than that. Raya, Burn, Munoz, Vardiol, very similar backline to mine. Only I've Livermento instead of your Burn. Murphy, Sarr, Saka, Salah. Same midfield, only for me having Savinho over Sarr. And then same three up front. So hopefully we might see a nice return this weekend, Coops, for us both. And a green arrow on the route, fingers crossed. Update on Isaac injury. He still has to be assessed before the game, Jason, but I'm expecting to play. I wouldn't captain him just on the basis of his injury doubt. I was setting captain him as well, but I don't think I would now at this stage. Killian, hi man, how are you? Should I start Munoz or Kirkes this week? Bournemouth are up against who? West Ham. Maybe Kirkes, over Munoz. Maybe, yeah. I probably will go Kirkes. Both have a good chance of an attack and return also. But I'd go for that, yeah. Get that locked in. I'm looking at bench boost 33. Would you mind explaining why 32 or 36 is more appealing for you, FPL NX? Just because of the triple captain. Triple captain still left. I'm not fully gone on Isaac, just because Wilson is back sniffing around that squad also. United and Palace, 2 home games, fair enough. But just with Arsenal then, Ipswich and Crystal Palace for Saka in that double game week. I think I'm happy enough to go with that then also. We need to see how they get on the Champions League then also as well. Let's have a look at their fixtures here for the next couple, and where does the Champions League fall in place between these. I think it's been in between 31 and 32 anyway. Arsenal here, let's get their fixtures up. Matches. So they have Everton, Madrid, Brentford, Madrid, and then Ipswich. Okay, fair. It's on a Sunday anyway, the Ipswich game. That gives Saka an extra day's rest before the double game week. Yeah, so I think I'll be content in triple captain and Saka. That's why I'm looking towards the bench boost in different weeks instead of 33, just FPL NX, just with the triple captaincy. Saka away to Ipswich and at home to Crystal Palace. 6 days rest then after the Ipswich game. Well, 5 days after, 5.5 days after he plays that. So yeah, I'm content on that. Happy to go with that. But then he obviously has to get by the 2 Champions League games first, injury free, which is always a risk coming back from an injury, a long-term injury then as well. Why 32 or 36 is more appealing for you? Let's get back up on this then. Main thing is a triple captaincy anyway. 32, maybe not for a bench boost. Looking at this here, West Ham against Liverpool, I've got Areola in goals. Sarr has a double game. He's going to be probably in the starting 11 anyway. Savinho is going to be Savinho, Areola, Konsa against Southampton. No, I'm not. Even though he is playing Southampton, that'll probably be 6 if they concede. It's a big risk if they do concede. Then I'm happy enough to save it for the chance of doubles later on in the season then as well. You always want double game weeks, the chance of a bench boost and double game week. So that's why I'm looking towards 36. But yeah, 33 is probably near 80% locked in for a triple captaincy on Saka. And then it's just with Areola against Liverpool. You can always get save points, etc. But I'm happy enough to leave it on that then too. Right, this camera's annoying me here. I'm say it's very annoying for you then as well, looking at me. But I can even see it on OBS that we're behind. So apologies about that. We've 53 minutes to go until the deadline. Let's keep this going if we can. Thanks to the new sub there, whoever did subscribe. Update on Isak injury. He is still a doubt. He needs to be assessed. Would I captain him? No. Sean, who should I bench between Timber, Burn, Munoz and Vardiol? Who should I bench out of those between Timber and Munoz? Maybe Timber. Play Burn any no goal for less in the last 9 out of 10 games. Vardiol should be playing left back then as well, with Kushinov back in the slotting back in the centre back for that United game, and then Munoz maybe slightly more chance of an attacking return over Timber. That's my 2 cents on that. FPL NX for me, it's a case of triple captain Isak in 32, but if I get a reason to not go for it before deadline, fitness, etc., there's always waiting to triple captain in 36. Bench boost 33 just seems to have a higher ceiling. I'm not 100% yet though. 33, let's have a look at 33 without Saka on the triple captaincy for myself. Aston Villa. True, the double gaming for Aston Villa. Maybe could still go that then too. No Leicester, no United, that's grand. Fulham, Chelsea, Liverpool against Leicester. Could be fit for a bench boost either in 33. I think I'm more leaning towards the triple captain for Saka. City have 3 City anyway. Could bring in an Aston Villa lad. Well, have Konsa. Crystal Palace is grand. Arsenal grand. Maybe I'll have to maybe have a proper think about that. But for now I'm leaning towards Saka triple captain. Thoughts on bringing Jackson for Wood this week? Marmoush and Mateta are the priority instead of Jackson. Areola or Raya this week, Michael? Definitely Raya. Go Raya. Bournemouth at home, I can see Bournemouth getting one. Away from home, they're ticking along nicely over the last couple of weeks. Scoring wise, I know Clivert is going to be out, but I do think they'll get one. Let's see here now how we're looking. 51 minutes to go until the deadline. Is it a gamble worth taking? It's Leicester after all. I'm trying to catch some in my mini league. How many points behind? Thoughts FPL was going to roll my transfer. Raya, Munoz, Livramento, Vardiol, Elanga, Salah, Saka, Rodgers, Mateta, Marmoush, Isak. Roll. All good there. Right, good stuff. Areola, Southampton better than Liverpool for sure. It definitely is. But is Saka triple captain better than a bench boost? I need to see how much of a bench boost I can build. Back 5, I suppose, with all of a double game week. Maybe I do have to bench boost because I'll have Sarr. Maybe I do have to bench boost. Looking at this team here. Areola 33. Maybe I might have to. Sorry, looking at this. Areola on the bench boost. Konsa is going to be on the bench boost. He's got a double game week. Savinho, Sarr, Murphy, Salah, Saka, they have all double game weeks. 3 lads up front have all double game weeks. Maybe it's 33 double bench boost. Sorry, looking at this properly. I was getting fixated on Saka against Ipswich and Crystal Palace. Maybe it is going to be a bench boost and I'm worried about the triple captaincy later on in the season. Damn. Or try and get out of the way in 32. Because realistically, I'm going to have Raya 3 for Arsenal on a double game week. Consa's another one for his 4. Munoz, Guardia. That back 5 will have a double game week. Four of my 5-man midfield have a double game week. And the 3 lads up front have a double game week. No, sorry. Newcastle don't. Crystal Palace do. Newcastle won't. So it'll probably be Murphy to bench Libermento. It's going to be Saliba. If I bring in Rashford for Murphy, maybe, and then transfer Isak out to someone, could be, or just bench the Newcastle lads against Aston Villa. We'll see. Sorry, I thought all Newcastle had a double-double, but they obviously don't. It's just Crystal Palace has a double-double. We need to decide on that then as well. Right, Areola said I'm better fixture against Liverpool for sure. Should I start Isak over Eze or Elanga, or keep him on the bench? Start Isak over Eze. I think I would, yeah. Start Elanga. He's been going well. He's in good form. Can I triple captain after game week 4 is playing bench was in 33 and free hit in 34? You can, of course. 36. I need to see how the FA Cup games fare out. But I'd leave it. I'd leave it for later on in the season if you can. I'll be doing Isak to Watkins and Murphy to Rodgers and 33. Fair. That's probably a route I can go as well for the bench boost. Also get 3 Villa lads in and then free hit after. Would you bench Moreno or Eze this week? Moreno's probably going to play up front again, isn't he? Maybe Eze. He's just off form at the moment. Crystal Palace. That's a bad draw for them during the week as well. So maybe start Moreno. 47 minutes to go until the deadline. We should get Arsenal team news before. Anyone taking the risk on Isak? I'll tweet that. I'll see you. Need to post my captaincy pick also on Twitter. Never did post it. Looking at the screen here, apologies. I can even see it myself. The sync is off on the camera, which is very annoying. Paid a lot of money for this camera then as well. I think it's something to do with Logitech and Mac, which is very annoying. So apologies if it is coming across unsynced on the stream. Right then, 46 minutes to go. Would you bench Raya or Pope this week? Raya. Play Pope, yeah. How are we looking here then? Right, let me throw this up. So 45 minutes. How's the captaincy poll going? Right, let's get another poll going up on Gameweek 33. Are you bench boosting or triple captain? Maybe I'll go for bench boost maybe instead of Saka. What's your plan? Chip. Right. Let's see what the chat are saying on that. Four games sold out in the League of Ireland is fine. Good to see CJ coming across fine for me. Glad to see that. I'm looking on OBS here. It's off sync for me, so hopefully it's alright on the stream. But thank you for that, CJ. Good man. Or a good woman. But I'm assuming it's a man, but thank you. Can I triple cap? You can. Would you bench Moreno for Eze? Yeah, I would. Would you start Raya or Pope? I'll be doing Isak to Watkins and Murphy to Rodgers and 33. All good there. Milan Extra. Good morning, brother. How are you? One dilemma I've got. Start Savinho or Sarr. Have a great week. I'm starting Savinho myself and I'm benching Sarr. So I'd recommend to go for the same as me. Yeah, Gabriel went down in price as well last night, which isn't ideal too. Right, then how we fix there. City triple captain and 36 David maybe, yeah, could be Marmouche. Could save it for then is right. True, right. Throw up this then as well. 43 minutes to go. Keep the questions coming if you can at all. Hop down there and give the stream a like if you haven't done so already. And really would appreciate it if you haven't done so. Head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. The aim was to try and get close to 10k subs. It's probably out of our reach this week, to be honest with you, or this season. If we get close to 8k before the end of the season, that'll be great. But it's going to be very difficult to get to 8k subscribers. What are we? About 550 off hitting that, so it's going to be tough. But it would be great if we get close with pick for Gameweek 31. If let's throw up this then too. Big thanks. Grand, how we looking there? Armband on Marmouche. Salah or Isak went bold and bench Saka with Madrid on Tuesday and early kickoff, plus Everton are going well. I think Saka starts, but we should get some team news anyway before the deadline. But I do think Saka starts. Maybe they might bench him with the Madrid game. You're right, but I don't think he'll be benched. He came on. He got his run out during the week then as well, so I think he'll be fine. And they're still going for the title technically. Mathematically, it's still possible. I was set on Isak until Strand Larson captain against Ipswich, is it, or who are they playing? No. If you want a differential captain, Captain Murphy, or one of the Newcastle lads, but no. Wouldn't go Strand Larson captain. Right, just throwing this up then as well. Should have posted the captaincy pick on YouTube also, but I was at the Galway United game last night, so I didn't get time to have the laptop over off beside me. Maybe I'll do it while we're here then also. Let's just get it up and post it. What else is the stream saying? Hoping for a Sarah Hall. I'm benching him this week, so I'm not hoping for a Sarah Hall, but you could easily get something. Is this turning on, or what's wrong with it? Where's the battery gone? Where's that charger? Try not to hit all these wires that are on me set up. What else are we saying? Hey man, what's up? Cluster, hope you're keeping well. Buying Foden on Wildcard? No, I wouldn't. Don't get Foden on the Wildcard. Right, let's send this quickly. And get it posted. Who else could you buy instead of Foden? Probably Savinho. Save yourself a bit of money then also. Wouldn't go for Foden, just his minutes risk is very bad. Right, then 39 minutes to go. How are we looking? We're nearly on 40 likes then as well. If you haven't done so already, go down there, give the stream a like as well. Multitasking to the max here, throwing up a captaincy reel that I should have done last night, but I was at the Galway United game. Lost to Rovers 2-1. What are we saying there, William? If you're transferring Gabriel to an Arsenal player next week, is it always Saliba? Is there possible risk reward in White or Timber if they play this weekend? I think it's Saliba. He's a bonus points magnet anyway. It's probably going to be Saliba. Probably could have done it this week, but as I said, I'm happy enough to leave an extra transfer in the bank in case there's any injuries in the Champions League game. Saka could easily get injured then as well, so that's why I've left it. I've left it on the transfer this week. The backline is solid enough there. Munoz, Vardiol and Murphy. There's nothing wrong with that backline this week. They could easily, or Livramento, sorry, give Vardiol and Munoz, not Murphy in defence. Yeah, so I'm happy enough with that. This wants to download. It'd be great. This is bit of behind the scenes into what goes on in as a YouTube content creator. Forgot to post my captaincy pick, and I have to post it because I was at a pitch filming, so I might as well get it up. I know it's a bit too late anyhow, but we'll get it up anyhow. It's fine. And then I'll be back to you on stream here then as well. 66 watching. Hope you're enjoying behind the scenes of what goes on it as a YouTuber. Right then, get this posted here. There you go. Just make sure it's not a Smith's video first, because I'm using the work laptop. What else we hear then? Captaincy pick: Salah, Saka, or Isak flag this week. If in doubt, clusters. You have to captain Salah. If in doubt. All right, this is just processing. We'll leave it behind us. It might take a couple of minutes to process. Jeff Jonas in the chat. Hope we're keeping well. Bench Mateta or Sarr this week? I'm benching Sarr. I'm starting Mateta. He played in it close to 60. I think he might be alright to play 90 this week. Might be fine. I think he'd be fine. That's still processing there. Right, here we go. Let's just get this live and direct. 31 captaincy pick. Grand. Done. Public. And publish. There we go. Right. Alright, so captaincy pick is posted on YouTube. Right, Ronan, you think bringing in Son for the Southampton game on the wildcard is a good idea? Then bringing another City Villa player, probably wouldn't. I'd just bring them one of the City lads in now. Just get them in and forget about Spurs. If you badly need it, if you're going to bring in Son and captain him, and you badly need to get some points on the board, maybe go for it. But I'd be reluctant to do that, to be honest with you. Bench one of Munoz is a Vardiol Semenyo. Maybe Munoz out of those start is a Vardiol and Semenyo, or maybe Semenyo bench, but Munoz, I can probably see Brighton scoring one, to be honest with you. Everything and everywhere. Matoma or Neto this week? Matoma or Neto this week? I've got Munoz. Probably would say Neto, but much for muchness. Get Jacob Murphy in if you haven't got Jacob Murphy in the team. Everything and everywhere. Get him in if it's for free. I'm starting Rashford over Sarr. Clusters, nothing wrong with that. That's all fine. Bench Mateta or Sarr. You can see my bench there. I've got Sarr on the bench. Areola, Gabriel, Konsa. I'm saving the free transfer this week. It's a chilled game week deadline for myself. Thanks to a couple of new subscribers then as well. We're nearly on 7,460, which is great to see. If you haven't done so already, please head on down there, click subscribe. It'll be very much appreciated, and it'll also be worth the fact that I have to probably buy a new laptop during the week then as well, looking at this, because the syncing is off, which is very annoying, and that's going to be $2,000 down the drain then as well, which isn't ideal. But if you haven't done so, please head on down there, click subscribe, and we're on the road to 8k subs. It'd be great to hit there before the end of the season, but we've got some work to do anyhow. Start Neto or Matoma. I'd go Murphy in, to be honest with you. Everything and everywhere. I know you're asking that a couple of times now. but I'd go for that. Right, then what else have we got here? 34 minutes to go until the deadline. Anyone taking the risk on easy? I threw that up on Twitter. What are we saying? Absolutely 100%. The Stardimer won't play him at all. Definitely against that defense. Right, a few people taking the risk on Isaac. I think just if in doubt, go Isaac or go Salah, not Isaac. Right, let's keep this going. For this week, Sarr or Asensio? Maybe Asensio. Off the bench, golden assist, 24 minutes. What can you do in 90? Sarr was disappointing. I don't think he had a shot during the week. I have to keep an eye on. I couldn't watch the game. I was watching Liverpool, but I was keeping an eye on the stats and keep an eye on Sarr, how he was getting on. I've gone assistant manager Potter this week, Glasner for the next 2 weeks. I feel like it's the spirit of AM to gamble. Nothing wrong with that, so fair enough. Bournemouth for Potter at home. He could nearly get something in that game if he gets a draw. Is that the table bonus as well? Is it? I'm nearly sure. So you might get some decent points there if you do. Let's check the table there if it is the potential bonus points. West Ham, yeah, you're well on your way to. Where's Bournemouth? Yeah, you got the bonus. Yeah, good stuff. All sorted. 2 p.m. Nice one. Good stuff. Right, I've got a shoot with a League of Ireland team at 2 p.m. today then as well, doing football challenges against them. So that's going to be a bit of crack, and then I have another shoot tomorrow in Athlone with a TikToker. I need to make sure I don't get injured today, but I need to make sure I perform also. I haven't had any breakfast yet also, so I need to fuel myself on the way. That shoot is 2 hours away after this, so as soon as I finish this stream, straight on the road to that shoot then as well. Well, a quick shower maybe and sort myself, and then yeah, on the road. And fingers crossed I don't make a fool of myself against some League of Ireland players today. But anyway, let's keep this going. Kirkes or Munoz this week? Maybe Kirkes. I know I was telling that lad there to go assistant manager Potter. Well, he's going himself, but it's worth the risk anyway, so nothing wrong with that. Thinking of bringing in Moreno for Sarr next week, Canate for Gabriel. Moreno for Sarr next week, Canate for Gabriel. That's the thing. Do I go Moreno as a outfield pick, or do I just go Saliba? Probably Saliba. With the double. Ipswich and Crystal Palace. Surely should see clean sheets there for Arsenal. Any word on a Saka start? Not as of yet, but we will keep a close eye that then as well. We're 2 subs off hitting 7,460. It'd be great to hit that before we do end the stream. If you haven't done so already, go down there, click subscribe. Half an hour to go. You'd expect Arsenal news in about 15 minutes time, so bear with us if you can. We're just about to pass 1,000 views on the stream then as well, which is a good start to 31. Start Savinho or Vardiol or Sarr? Savinho. I'll go with Savinho. Pick 3 out of Munoz. Vardiol, Burn, Saliba and Kirkes. Vardiol, Burn, Saliba, maybe. If you the fact you already have him. Playing with fire, going Johnson in for Savinho for 2 game weeks. Was thinking Solanke, but recent form hasn't impressed me, so going Johnson. Wouldn't have took out Savinho after his 9-pointer, to be honest with you. But if you've got the transfers, if you've got 3, 4 or 5 transfers, fair enough. But if you've only got 1 free transfer, I wouldn't have done that move. Any word on a Saka start? Yeah, let's keep a close eye here. So half an hour to go. Let's keep this going. Would you start Kirkes or Munoz? Maybe Kirkes. Both have a good chance of an attacking return, but it's probably Could probably see Kirk's getting something against West Ham. Bench one of Munoz, Saliba, or Vardiol. Between Munoz and Saliba, maybe Munoz. If I had Saliba over Munoz, I probably would start him. Livramento, Saliba, Vardiol is a good backline this week. Can probably see Brighton getting something. Isak update out. Where are you seeing that? Avas. Don't say anything on Isak here on Twitter. We've just hit 1,000 views on stream, which is great to see. Thank you for that. Start Savinho or Sarr this week. Savinho. We're just one sub off hitting 7460 also. Hop down there, click subscribe if you are watching and you haven't subscribed. We're nearly on 50 likes as well. While you're down there, click like on the channel as well. Or like on the stream. Is Gordon going to start, or am I better off with Rodgers and Echo Williams? Gordon, if you have Gordon in your team, start him. He hasn't trained. Well, he didn't train yesterday anyhow, all week. But I would start him if you have him. Yeah, if you have Gordon in the team, just start him. Alright, 27 minutes to go. Any team news? Kill check. Not yet, but you'd expect some in about 10 or 15 minutes. Are you moving on Gabriel right away? No, I'm keeping saving this free transfer. Gabriel's on the bench. Happy enough to save the free transfer. Just looking for team news here, but none out as of yet. Yeah, I know. Saving the free transfer on the Gabriel move. Blake, I appreciate the advice as always. No bother at all. I'll be good to go here. Raya, Kirkes, Livramento, Munoz, Saka, Murphy, Sarr, Salah, Isak, Marmoush, Mateta. I'm starting Savinho over Sarr. Good stuff. Nice one. Just couldn't go mad yet. Roll transfer or Rodgers out. Ederson, Byrne, Vardiol, Munoz, Murphy, Eze, Saka, Salah, Marmoush, Mateta, Isak. Looks good. Start. Murphy. Leo, Savinho or Sarr. Sarr with double Gameweek first, so him. Grand. What you think, Niall? I'm rolling transfer at the moment. Any advice? We appreciate it. Raya, Vardiol, Livramento, Munoz, Saka, Sarr, Salah, Murphy, Isak, Mateta, Marmoush. Roll. All good. FPL good to go. Sells, Munoz, Byrne, Vardiol, Salah, Bowen, Murphy, Palmer, Vissa, Mateta, Isak. Good to go too. Right. Should I start Digne over Vardiol? No, I don't think I would. Who's better captain? Salah or Isak? If Isak was fit 100%, I'd be going Isak captain. But it's just the injury out. That's literally why I'm reluctant to to give him the armband. Look, I can see a few people on Twitter are captaining him, but I'm leaving it on Salah, I think. Right, let's keep this going. Gordon or Murphy in for Clybert. Murphy, save yourself some money. Gordon hasn't trained this week then also, so slight doubt for the Monday night game. You'd expect him to start if he did train over the weekend, but we can only go on the information we've been given. And moving on, Gabriel right away, no, saving the transfer this week. Thoughts on Captain and Isaac? Yeah, if I had a, or if he did, or if I knew he was going to start, obviously I'd be Captain and Isaac, but it's just a slight risk. Mightn't be too much of a risk, the fact that it is a Monday night game also, but I think it's okay. Azair Savino this week. Go with probably would still go with Savino, to be honest with you. Match day minutes. Start 3 out of Neco, Williams, Vardiol, Munoz, and Byrne, and also start 2 out of Murphy, Savino, and Sarr. Start 2, Murphy and Savino. Start 3, Vardiol, Byrne, and Munoz. Can see Aston Villa getting one against Nottingham Forest, so that's why I'd say that. Bringing in Gordon has a little wrist head. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with going with that. Nothing wrong at all. Right, 22 minutes to go until the deadline. We've just hit 7,460. Great to see that. Really do appreciate that. Next stop now is 7.5k. 40 off that. Hopefully we can get there by the end of April, maybe. 40 subs away. We might hit it in April anyhow. But right, 7.5k. 8k would be great before the end of the season, but it's probably out of our reach. But if you haven't done so, head on down there, please. Click subscribe on the channel. Appreciate everyone who has done so far this stream. Elanga or Sarr to start. Oliver probably will go Elanga. Thoughts on this team and any changes you make, Ted? Get it sent in, good man, and we'll get to you in a sec. 21 minutes to go until the deadline. As I said, very chilled stream. Abdullah, should I do anything? Raya, get Vardiol, Trippier, Kirkes, Eze, Murphy, Foden, Salah, Marmoush, Mateta, Isaac. Looks good. Good. I'm on Salah. Team confirmed. Yeah, we'll send 5. Salah. If you want to risk. Right. Saliba, Vardiol, have Riot and Nets. Vardiol, if Kushinov comes back into the centre back role, Vardiol will be left back, so I think it'll be fine. What transfers did you make, Abbas? No transfers this week. Saving the transfer. I've Gabriel on the bench here after the wild card. Not ideal that he got injured. Obviously, he's out for the season, but find to leave him on the bench. Save the free transfer. Reassess after the Champions League games around the week, and then we'll see how we go. Who would you start out as? Semenyo or Gordon, and Timber or Agbadu? Gordon, if you have Gordon, risk it. Try and start him. Hopefully he'll start for you. And then we'll go Timber, yeah. Saliba, Vardiol, Ao Kialig. Hey man, what do you think of Odegaard with Saka back? Prioritise Saka. He's going to be on penalties then as well, so prioritise him. Ted, Raya, Munoz, Livermento, Digne, Vardiol and Lacroix bench. Fair enough. Moreno, I probably would start Vardiol over Digne, to be honest with you there, Ted. But Moreno, Saka, Salah, Gordon, Rodgers bench, Isaac, Marmoush, Mateta, vice captain Salah. Nothing wrong with going to Isaac if you want to take the risk. He does have an extra day. But I would go Vardiol over Digne. Can probably see Nottingham Forest getting something. Love the streams. You have a Patreon to join, Ted. Really do appreciate that, Ted. Good man. If you want to go down into the description, it should be in the description. But yeah, We've a lovely little community over there on Patreon. We're close to nearly 100 members on Patreon then as well, but it's in the description there. I really do appreciate that, Ted. Nice one, good man. Abbas, my team: Raya, Vardiol, Guehi, Byrne, Salah, Eze, Saka, Sabina, Marmouche, Isaac, Mateta. Is it okay? Raya, Vardiol, Guehi, Byrne. Guehi's okay, it's fine. Salah, Eze, Saka, Sabina, Marmouche, Isaac, Mateta. All good to go. Yeah, I think you're good to go. Stephen Callahan, are you saving the free transfer this week? I am, yeah. I'm saving it this week. Just a few Champions League games during the week, especially for Arsenal. See if Saka gets out of it injury free, and we'll see how we go. Newcastle fan here. Barnes playing well, so Gordon might not start. How likes him though? Yeah, true. He got a goal as well during the week, didn't he, Barnes? Or no, he set up Tonali, wasn't it? So maybe it might be all right. Let's see. Newcastle, yeah, sorry. Bench: Konsa, Dibbling, Gabriel, Abbas. Yeah, no, all good there. Konsa on the bench, Dibbling and Gabriel. You won't be expecting too many points from Dibbling, and obviously Gabriel is injured, so all good there. Scrolling through Twitter here, there's a lot of lads and women going he's a captain. Is it a risk we're taking? Won the night game. Hmm. "17 minutes to go." Do you think Saka will start and play 90 minutes? Do I think he starts? Yes. Do I think he plays 90 minutes? No. Especially with that Madrid game during the week. Oh, interesting. A few ones going. He's a captain now. I think I'll leave it on Salah though. I think I'm happy enough. Yeah, Barnes been great. FPL Joe Linton is saying the same. Who was at the Newcastle lad? Oliver. I'll be very surprised if Gordon starts with barely training with the team. Barnes has been great. Fair enough. Good job I didn't go Gordon on the wildcard, so went Murphy instead. A lot surprisingly going easy at captain. Niall Murphy, appreciate the donation, man. Good stuff. Bench one of Sarr, Murphy, Sabino. I'm on a Sarr bench myself. I'm playing Murphy and Sabino. You can see there Sarr on the bench. Happy enough to leave Mateta in there. You could maybe bench Mateta, but he's on penalties, so that's why it kind of outweighs it there for me for the Sarr pick. But Mateta on penalties, if he gets 60 to 70 minutes, he got 60, 58 during the week. He's getting off the fitness then as well. But I'd leave Mateta over Sarr. That's why I'm benching Sarr, playing the two lads then as well, Murphy and Savino. Definitely play Murphy. Do not bench Murphy. And Savino, I think it's worth a punt. He played well during the week then as well, so I can see him starting again against United. And Dorgu up against Dorgu, I think he might do well. Probably missed it, but what's the story with a Gabriel replacement? Dub Burn. If you have the transfers, go for Saliba. I have the money. I have Gabriel on the bench there, but my defense is strong enough this week. Livermento, Munoz, and Vardiol. No clean sheets and coming after me saying that anyway. But yeah, I'm happy enough to say the transfer. Obviously, Arsenal playing during the week then as well in the Champions League, so we'll see how we go with that then as well. Nice one, good stuff. Right, 15 minutes to go until the deadline. 60 people watching. We're very close to hitting 60 likes. If you haven't done so already, head on down there, give the stream a like, and give it a subscribe on the channel then as well if you haven't done so. We're at 39 subs off hitting 7,500. Maybe next weekend stream we might hit that, we'll see. Tegrin, Salah hasn't scored an open play in his last 6 games, which is why I'm going easy. Got Gordon on my wildcard for a punt as well. Target and 32 double, which will he likely play, do you think? I think he will, yeah. Maybe it's Barnes' game this game week, and then Gordon comes back into the team once he's trained. A lot of people going Isak now, looking at this. Timber and Ben White missed training for Arsenal yesterday. Didn't know that now. A lot of people on the timeline captain and Isak. Craig Hope thinks Isak will be fine. Do a change it to Isak captain. Just saw this here now. Maybe do I go Isak captain now after seeing this on Twitter there. This is a Newcastle reporter. I made the same tight decisions as you. Salah or Isak, Mateta over Sarah, Hopper, right, Henry. Could change it to Isak here though. For all the FPLers in my DMs and asking in comments, yes, I think Isak will be fine. Putting away is tough as well. Who do we go with? We've 10 minutes to decide, 12 minutes to go. If in doubt, leave it on Salah, but maybe I just leave it on Salah, do I? I don't wanna mess about now before the deadline. What else can we do? Or maybe I'll leave it on Salah. 11 minutes ago was the Isak news. You can see it on there. Can you see this on Twitter? This lad is saying Isak should be fine. You can see that, can you? I think you can. Sorry, last question. Is it okay to do -4 to transfer out Guehi and Eze to get Murphy and Munoz? Just do the no. I wouldn't do -4 on that. No, Guehi's fine. To keep Eze to Murphy maybe, but Eze's got a double game, so no, Abbas, don't do that. Definitely don't do that. Potter or Frank this week? Can you get to Howe? But if you want the bonus, maybe go Potter, yeah. Saka starts, I reckon. I think so too. We're looking for news here now. Think Isak captain is better. Maybe. Maybe. Do we leave it? Do we leave it on Salah? Start 3, Munoz, Consa, Burn, Livermento, Timber. Also Rodgers or Eze. Gabriel injured, so another Arsenal defender or another option. Gabriel is injured, yeah, so go Saliba if you can. Nine minutes to go. Any Arsenal news? Why is are we expecting Saka to be on the bench, or what's going on? Bro, even if Isak doesn't play, do we make Salah vice captain? Right, yeah. I'm going to vice captain Isak for now. But Salah gets the captain. I think I'm content on that, to be honest with you. Trying to look for Arsenal news, but can't see anything. Last question is okay to the -4. I wouldn't do that -4. Abbas, no. Blaine, what was your question? Sorry. Start 3, Munoz, Concept, Burn, Livermento, Timber. Also start Rogers or Eze. Start Rogers, he's in form. And then start 3, Livermento, Burn, and Munoz. Start the 2 Newcastle lads, definitely. No goal in 9 games out of 10 for Leicester. So you'd surely expect a Newcastle clean sheet there. Start the 2 Newcastle defenders, definitely. Still looking for Saka news here. 7 minutes to go until the deadline. Alright, better make sure the Patreon is alright. Bench 1 of Savinho, Sarr, and Mateta. I'm benching Sarr. Bench Saliba or Vardiol. Do a wildcard this week. Paul, you have 7 minutes to wildcard if you can. Get the wildcard team locked in quick. It's pretty much going to be the exact same team as mine, only Saliba over Vardiol. I think you're good to go. But need to activate a system manager on how. Khalid, send in your team quick. Oh, here we go. Sorry, 0.9. How much do you need to get how? 0.9 run the Patreon. Here we go. We're getting back to you right now. Could go Palmer to Saka. Gabriel to downgrade to. You have Livermento already. Or you have Burns, sorry. Gabriel to. Let's get an Arsenal lad up here. Kiwior. Gab to Kiwior. We'll get you money. Right then, sending this in then my own team. Areola or sells this week. Probably sells. Areola maybe, yeah. Was tempted. Play 2, Sarr, Savinho, Saka. Bench Sarr. Choose one of Mikalenkovic, Kirkes, or Muniz to start. Munoz maybe out of those. Much of a much really can probably see all conceding. 70 in the chat then as well. Great to see that then as well. If you are watching and you're not subscribed, head on down there, please. Click subscribe on the channel. We're trying to hit 7.5k in the next week or so. We're about 40 off then as well. 87 now in the chat then as well. Go down there, click subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'd appreciate that. I better show you my team as well. Sorry, we're on the transfer page here. This is me now. Isak is very tempting to captain, but I'm leaving it on. I'm leaving it on Salah, I think. Probably should go Isak, but I think at this late in the stage, I'm gonna leave it on Salah. Paul beats get the same team done quickly there as mine if you can, and just Saliba over Vardy over Gabriel. That's all right, Paul. Need some Saka news. Isaac Murphy, Livermento would bring in who to remove a Gabriel. Kiwi or Khalid, I got back to you. Sorry, Kiwi or if you can quick. Gabriel to Kiwi or, and then Burn. Who else can you go? And Burn to Nottingham Forest. Going to risk Isaac captain and vice as Marmouche. Fair enough, nothing wrong with that. This a lock with Isaac vice captain. Looks good, all good there. Use a transfer to swap Foden to Savinho. No risk. Man's to live. Didn't try. Risk needs a captain, fair enough. Not much of a risk. I think minutes are 60 to 70 anyway for Isaac. Salah, I think I'm just leaving on Salah at this stage. Yeah, 72 in the chat. Before you all drop off, the deadline is in 2 minutes. If you wouldn't mind going down there, click and subscribe on the channel. We're trying to hit 7,400 or 450 or sorry 7,500 if even in the next week or so. We're 40 off that. If you could do that, it'd be very much appreciated. Going to risk Isaac captain fair. Yeah, Kelly go Gabriel to Kibior and yeah, Livermento maybe to a Nottingham Forest lad, just because you want Howe in the team. That's the only reason you have to go for it. A minute to go until the deadline. Get the teams locked in. Salah captain for myself. We're good to go then. No Saka news is annoying. If he doesn't start, that's going to be annoying. Not seeing many people starting Saka, which is interesting. Highland for the national. That's the horses, I'm assuming. Brundlefly. Hope you're keeping well, Brundlefly as well. Good man. That's the deadline then. There we go. We're nearly on 2k views, which is good to see here then as well. 73 in the chat then as well. Appreciate you all tuning in for the last nearly 2 hours. We're going an hour and 58 minutes. Right then. Better. Salah captain. We're all good there. Murphy, Savinho, Saka. Need Saka to start now. He might save him for Madrid during the week. Let's see how he does get on. But refresh that, and that's another deadline. There we go. Let's get this posted on Twitter. Alright, just throwing this up. Overall rank 99k. there we go. That's another deadline stream done. Appreciate you all tuning in for the last 2 hours. We're 30 seconds off hitting 2 hours. We're going to get it on the nose. As I said, I have a 2-hour drive now to a shoot. To go up against some League of Ireland players in some football challenges. So I haven't ate yet this morning. I need to go get some food into me. And hopefully don't make a fool of myself now against these players. But yeah, appreciate you all tuning in for the last 2 hours or so. Another deadline out of the way. Salah captain. Let's see how he does get on. And yeah, any other questions, do send them in. I know the viewers are going to drop off now because the deadline has passed. But as always, thanks for tuning in for the last while. We'll see. I need to sort a new laptop maybe during the week. Looking at myself right now, I'm still behind. I don't know, is it the camera or is it the Mac? Is there something wrong with the Mac that I have? Or is it the new camera, which is annoying because I spend a lot of money. Anyway, you don't care about that, so that's all grand. Just want to say best of luck for the week. Thanks for watching. Before you do drop off, hop down there, click subscribe on the channel. And yeah, well, fingers crossed we can get close to 8k subs before the end of the season. But I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully we get some Saka news that he is starting then as well. All the best, lad. Thanks again, Jack. Thanks for tuning in. Good man. Best of luck for the week. Saka captain. I could do damage Monday night. Just needed some return, some Salah on or not Saka captain, Salah captain. Sorry, Salah captain on Sunday. So let's see how he does get on. Best of luck for the week. Thanks for watching.